You always use that tactic when defenders are being given like.
People, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time. Don't know why my voice is sounding hella croaky there, because everything is cushy on my end. I hope everyone's well and safe. I hope everyone's in good spirits. I hope everyone's got their health and things like that. People, deluded, I'm back again. I hope you're well and safe. You know, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good night in some cases, whoever you are, wherever you are. Now, obviously, make sure you're hitting the like button. Hella content due today. This is the first of 3 live streams. So obviously, after this, I'll be over on Twitch. You know, make sure you're following me on Twitch, Deluded Gooner. We'll continue speaking about Arsenal and we'll speak about more neutral topics. And then obviously later today, check the pin message as well. And I posted it before we started. It's West Brom against Arsenal. It's a must win, really and truly, people. So yeah, we're going to speak about alleged mounting pressures on Mikel Arteta from internal sources within the club. This whole, you know, Edu's behind me over Mars. We'll get into that. I see someone comment about another day, a new owner from a different region of this world interests Arsenal. And I have seen some of the tweets and things. So there's a little bit to speak about, man. Make sure we're hitting the like button. There's 109 people of you locked in already. Ridiculous, you know. But if you all hit the like button, we've hit our targets early doors. Obviously, we'll kind of preview the West Brom game. I don't think there's too much to be said. You know, West Brom are doing very well and all of those sort of things, people. So it is what it is. Let me know what you lot are saying. I know a lot of you want me to speak about... you know, a lot of you want me to speak about this Prince guy. So I'm actually going to find his account and we'll get into that as well, man. I wasn't planning on speaking about it because, again, I'm not an Arabic speaker. I don't really know what he's exactly saying, but I'm sure I've got it. Or someone drop a link in the chat and point me to that direction. Where is it? I'm sure I've got it, man. You lot threw me off still with that one. I didn't think you lot would want to hear me chat about that one, but we will, man. Someone swing a link. Someone swing a link to that one there because I can't find it. But yeah, man, we'll get into that Arab Prince business, or someone allegedly wants to buy Arsenal. Yeah, I heard you. You lot keep saying, you know, you lot keep saying it. Calm down with the caps, bro. It's early in the morning. Relax, brother. Relax. Nothing's happened yet. You know, swing a link if you know where it actually is, people, or point me in the right direction. If not, I can't really offer my opinions because I did read it, but I don't know the source. So, yeah, if no one can swing me a link, we can't actually speak about that one. So we'll speak about what we're here for. Now, before we actually crack on and whatnot, you know, I'd rather take in what you lot are saying. Apologies for being a few minutes late and whatnot, people. Where are we also at in terms of likes? See, we're at 65 likes. One love to the 65 of you that have hit the like button. In relation to Kroenke selling, in relation to a new owner buying, in relation to just bringing in a bloody right back and necessary players and getting rid of several others, you don't hit that like button, you're putting negative energy out there. Everyone who's hit the like button, you know, you're trying to get a good manager for this football club. You're trying to see signings, and I hope you all have, you know, mental health, good health, physical health, every sort of potential discipline of health. I'll also get, you know, you lot that haven't hit the like button, I'll give you the same courtesy. You know, and I don't know who, you know, shout out to the dislikers as well, man. Like on both of my live streams before I finished, it's 2 dislikes. So I know it's either a hater that's making 2 comments or someone's buying some robots and doing a fuckery. But anyways, man, Shay, you was the first person I saw a comment here. So one love to you, man. One love to the nation, the moderators, the subscribers, the long-term supporters, and the guys that are just jumping on this wave, man. Deluded, this might interest you. The brother of the owner of the PSG just tweeted about Arsenal twice. One about selling up within a year. I think they're interested in buying Arsenal. I hear that, my guy, but someone swing a link. What I will say, until someone swings that link, you know, we might be joining the Arab family. I need some Arab money, you know. I remember the song about that. We need it. Throw me the cash, you know. It weren't the promised land we thought we was going to in the sense of just spending money, but we need to. We need to. I'm all for it. But again, I'm not going to get too excited because 1 minute, you know, African billionaires are buying this club, Arab billionaires are buying this club, Swedish billionaires are buying this club, you know, Russian billionaire tried to buy the club. Stan Kroenke said no. Apart from when I saw Usmanov, I haven't seen anyone back their chat. I know Daniel Ek has or hasn't allegedly actually put an offer down and he's gone away to the back burner and whatnot. And with Henry, I don't know what Henry's doing with his personal life. Bergkamp seems to be doing up coaching. And with Vieira now managing Crystal Palace, you know, managers don't have a long shelf life, so it could still happen. It seems like that whole, you know, the whole fallacy of, you know, bringing in Daniel Ek, an Arsenal fan, and being surrounded by people who, you know, when you think of Arsenal, you think of these players. It seems to have gone on the back burner. Now, to be fair to Daniel, obviously, whoever's buying this club is going to take a while. You know, all Arsenal fans need is hope. We get it in our young players. Arteta once upon a time gave it to us when he won the FA Cup. I only see it in our young players and new players that aren't infected with the mediocrity virus and things like that, you know. So again, you're going to get hope. I get it. But fans, it's a wait and see mode because I don't know what business interests he has. Not that he needs to raise funds. Like you said, he's the brother of the PSG guy. Them and they have peas. You know, he could probably offer Stan Kroenke an offer he can't refuse. But to my knowledge, this is the first I'm hearing of it. And again, until someone swings a link or points me in a direction, it's a bit of a madness, man. That's his Twitter. Where, bro? Sorry, Criminal Blues. You know, we know it's on Twitter, broski, but yeah, hey, see, shout out to South London's finest, someone that's got some competence, bro. Bear of you ain't got competence. One love, anyways, man. Let me type that in there, man. You know, someone that understood the assignment. Big up South London. But yeah, let's go and find this people quickly. Let me set a timestamp. 000. What should I name it? Arsenal might have found a new owner. Let's call it that. I don't know what off the top of my head, but yeah, man, let me share my Twitter handle with you. Oh, what's this? This is something in relation to Willian, and I need that in English, but ain't no one trying to speak about Willian just yet. One love to everybody who's trying to help, man, as well. But yeah, South London, I'm gonna have to move this. You know what? To be fair to Daniel Ek, he might be a ghost, but it's gonna take time, innit? Personally, I thought he came through at the right time. You know, he was talking when the club was failing. Not that we were successful at this moment. You know, there was many other little bits of rumbling. And I would have felt, if I was him, again, I don't know what his strategy is. And like I said, it's probably going to take years and whatnot before we get to it. But for me, I thought this was the best time in the summer to keep the pressure. Fair enough, earlier on in the summer, I won't go as far as to say we expected a madness, but we were dealing with a couple futures early, was bringing in a couple. Yeah, none of the players we've signed immediately probably better us and take us to the next level today, but we could all concede that it was happening tomorrow. And there was almost a bit of optimism for me. I thought, you know what, we're going to, you know, Maitland was chatting, his future would be decided. The other right backs, Cedric looked like he didn't have a future. We're bringing in a right back. Xhaka was going them times. And I feel even if Xhaka is staying, which he is, you need a midfield. So there was a bit of optimism. And I feel the best time was to keep up chatting was that. Daniel Ek should have kept going. Now, again, I don't know his strategy. I don't know what he's doing. We all know it's going to be a long, drawn-out process. What will make Kroenke directly sell, we don't know. But for me, businessman, all he looks at is business. All he knows is money. You know, that's a man that just cares about money and really doesn't have any principles where we're concerned. So if anyone's going to be able to offer him something that potentially Arsenal is not potentially worth and an offer he can't refuse, you'd imagine it's the them sort of regions there with the, you know, the Arab money and the long pockets and things like that, which again, I don't know if this is going to come to anything. You know, some of you are saying he's talking about a lot of football. You know, to you lot have told me he's the brother of the PSG owner or whatever. So I don't know if he's in bed with PSG, if he's, you know, apparently he's been talking about Mbappe a lot. I don't know what he's on, people, and I don't have the luxury of understanding Arabic, even though I would love to. But obviously, I'm not here to say this is happening and things. Don't shoot the messenger. And you can see, I told you I see this because I hit a like. The rest of the time, 7 months. So man are saying 7 months until he buys Arsenal. I'm not getting excited with them ones there, people, because again, money, you know, how much is Arsenal probably worth? You know, it's probably what, 1.8 billion or something, 1.2 to 1.8 billion the last time I looked to his valued. You know, wasn't that a similar offer Daniel Ek went with? Now, I don't know how long Daniel Ek's money is. It's definitely longer than ours. But you heard he had to do consortium business. This guy don't really need that. You know, anyone's better than Kroenke, innit? You know, it's better, not saying anyone's a devil, but, you know, it's better the devil that we don't know than the devil we do know. This guy, we don't know what his interests are. He could be worse than Kroenke. I'm not saying that to keep him. I'm just saying, as fans, we need to stop getting excited when we're just linked with any manager or any owner and just whatever. But I can't blame them. You know, we don't know anything about him. We don't know how he would do anything. You know, you know, for me, I hope you care about football and I'm willing to try. But he said the rest of time, 7 months. So I don't know if that means he's going to make an offer in 7 months. Again, there's talk, you know, he's spoken about Mbappe, he's spoken about Madrid, he's spoken about Arsenal. There's very little context behind what he's specifically saying in these tweets. We can obviously accept that one because, yeah, unless I, you know, such is life, it's almost becoming unrecognizable. But that looks like an Arsenal badge to me. Follow-up tweets around the same period last night. He said Friday they will make another offer. Let's see how it goes. Now, and he said last chance. So who is they? You know, is his English not quite to standard and he meant to say we? You know, is they someone he's working on behalf of? Has this got anything to do with Arsenal? I don't know. You know, you'd imagine, not that we know anything, but surely you would imagine we would have found out something in relation to if an offer was made for Arsenal by now. So I don't know, people, you know. They'll make another offer. So did we have another one? We also have to consider maybe this is Daniel Ek's done. We heard consortium and all of this business. Maybe this is where Daniel Ek went. Maybe this is his guy. Which, again, it's all cool. I don't know anything. I'm just going off the tweets, people. Again, man are talking about Salah and all these things, so I don't know, people. He also said, you know, I think it's time to sell. The situation is getting worse than bad. London Red. So, you know, this might just be his general opinions. Just the fact that he's a billionaire makes, you know, fans are getting 2 and 2 and making $1 million. He could just be saying, I think Arsenal need to sell. Obviously, the English isn't the best, but he might just be saying, I think Arsenal should sell. London's always red because of he might be a follower. Historically, he's looked at us. He also said, if you agree to the specified price, contact us or complete the season with the goal. For now, I hope that means, listen, we put offers on the table, take the piece or tell us what you want. And then we can buy Arsenal, maybe get rid of Arteta or these amateurs and things like that. Now, I'm not trying to be harsh to Arteta. I don't know the context behind any of this. When we move our love for Arsenal and things away, people, there's actually, you know, apart from this, you know, this is the only sort of context you can get behind it. The London's red. The rest, it's a bit subjective and all of these sort of things. And then, you know, 6 golden balls. He's talking about Messi there. I don't know what he's talking about there. You know, he could just be a lover of football. I really don't know, people. You know. What has he said here? It costs a lot, a very large amount plus high salary. Have you lost confidence in him? Did the club president admit that he made a mistake? Fix your windows before you throw stones at others, which is also true. And Arsenal should take heed. But I don't know, man. And this is his brother, allegedly. He would have preferred to sell Kylian Mbappe. So, but I can't lie. If you want to make it a PSG to Arsenal link up, you know, Wenger will have something to say. Let's do this thing. You know, let's do this. Why not, man? Own both of them clubs, monopolize the thing. We're begging for some sort of something really to believe in. Why not, man? We've had American money. It's not working for us with Kroenke. You know, I'm all on it. Bring us an African billionaire, Arab billionaire, Indian billionaire, Swedish billionaire, another American billionaire. Anyone who just gives a fuck about trying to have this football club mentioned in serious business, not where, you know, if I say Arsenal and we play word association, sadly, you lot are going to say a madness, banter, bottlers, lacking desire, no positive things. Where if you go back a few years, heart, passion, winners, invincible, all of these things. Anyone that's on that, I don't care where you are, as long as the money's long, as long as you've got integrity, as long as you understand that at least initially, you know, there won't be light at the end of the tunnel. You probably have to spend more on Arsenal than it's worth. You know, forget the playing stuff. You're going to have to buy Arsenal for more than it's worth. You're going to have to install individuals that reflect what we're trying to do. You look at Chelsea, they got Marina and all of them, you know, proper businessmen and women in all different aspects. We're going to need to do that, you know, have a proper technical director, you know, where Edu's concerned. So again, that's going to be a losing game. And that's before we talk about the obvious, what you lot know, which is clearly the tactical front, the technical front, our playing staff, you know, that's going to need to be revamped. So it's going to be a loser's game. So he needs to want to love what he's doing. And in a positive way, he needs to be on an ego trip like Roman Abramovich in a positive way at Chelsea. It's his ego. It's his ego that sees him going for the best players, that dared him to buy Chelsea and say, Arsenal, United, yeah, and these teams, you think you're doing stuff? Cool. I'm going to buy this London club and do a thing. The only thing I can thank Abramovich for is that he drove through Tottenham and said, F buying Spurs, it's the next thing, you know? So I don't know. We can't, you know, I don't know, innit? I don't know. Again, you'd imagine within the next few hours, the English media, they're probably going to, you know, add their own spin to it. Maybe there'll be some truth. I don't know. I need AFC Bell or something to give me the lowdown on this, Donny, but I don't know. But for me, when I see, when you see an Arab, I love Arabs anyways. When I see this, I get excited, people. When I see the Arabic writing, it makes me confident, you know. I look at them things there as integrity and all of these things and serious business, you know. When you look at the people from that region, they're very proud in everything they do. They don't want their name to be anything they do attached to a joke. They've got a lot of honor and loyalty, and these are all connotations I want back at my football club. But I don't care where the individual's from, just as long as they want the best for the club and they're prepared to understand, the journey that Arsenal need to go on to get back to anything close to what we have. I would love it, but I don't know what he said there, people. I really don't know. I can't get 2 and 2 and get 5 in it. I don't know. So you lot can draw whatever conclusions from that. What have you lot said? What are you lot saying, bro? Stop shouting, bro. Calm down, bro. Hit the like button as well, man. We're lacking in terms of likes. Remember, Qatar and UAE, Manchester City owners hate each other. This is gonna fire if they bought Arsenal. I don't know what any of that is, but fair play. Well, they might as well buy my thing as well. Or, well, I can never sell up, but invest in the DG thing. We can do a matter. Like, you know what I mean? Bring the peas. Bring the peas to North London. Islington needs to, you dog. You see some peas. I'm all on it, man. And obviously, there's ish about Bale as well. So again, you can't quantify what Donny's saying. He's talking about Madrid, Bale, Arsenal, allegedly, bare other things, man. I don't know what he's saying, but it allows us to dream, but reality is it's wait and see, man. We've been down this road of people want to buy the club, they want to do this, they want to do that. And to be honest, to my knowledge, again, unless you're Arabic or you're fluent in that language or you know him personally, I don't know if he's got any intentions. I can't really take any interpretation that correlates to going for Arsenal. I hope it does. Like low profile said, man could be speaking about Bale and all of these things. Arabs never joke about money, especially when they already make it public. One thing's for sure, Arabs don't like to play. This is big news. Hope so, man. Hope so. I hope it's right, man. He's got 2 messages about Arsenal, but again, we can't get 2 and 2 and get a million. We have to take it at face value. We can't get excited, man. Now's the most likely time for anything to happen. Let's pray together, man. I think the time for praying is done, man. I think the time for praying is over. Like, again, it's probably not the best example, but you look at slavery, how much of slavery was fixed people doing the kumbaya thing in terms of or you look at any oppressed people, how long does praying, and I'm not, for obvious reasons, I'm not correlating what's going on to Arsenal to any of these things, but logically, what does praying do? It might give you strength. Personally, I think at times it gives you, makes you play having morals and not dealing with your oppressors in the right way. The very games that they're playing, they're not going to. But at some point, you look at any revolution, you look at war, you look at anything, you had to go from praying to practicality. So I personally think the time for praying for this football club is done. It's now for practicality. It's now time to seize the future. It's now time for a revolution. If I'm completely honest with you, there's no time for prayer. God ain't hearing these pleas for Arsenal, bro. I can't lie to you. He's not hearing them thing there, man. He's not hearing it. He would have heard it when we lost to Birmingham in the final, or when we got banged 8-2. Well, yeah, bro, it's mad. DG's getting us excited. You lot getting yourselves excited, bro. I don't shoot the messenger. I never said nothing's going on at this club. You lot are how you lot interpret it is your business. I never told no one to get excited. I never told no one that things are happening. I had no intention of speaking about that. Hella disclaimers. Oh, hella yelling, Tino, innit? Early in the morning, man, yelling and that. Appreciate you for hitting the like button. What else you say? Even Tottenham has a good technical director. Yeah, someone with experience, someone with clarity. As I keep saying, you can't do that. And the only way that Edu and Arteta was going to bang is that the people above Edu were serious about everything. You can do the novice manager and have an experienced guy, or you can have, an experienced manager and a novice technical director. And obviously there'll be issues and teething problems within that regards. What I don't think you can do is have both, because even as much as Arteta is not getting the best out of his team, and there's a million reasons, I don't have confidence in Edu's recruitment, based on what I'm seeing. Yeah, there's a couple of good examples, but there's some terrible recruitments. And being a technical director, it's not just about bringing in people. It's about succession planning. Do you have the faith that Edu has a bunch of targets for when Lacazette calls it a day, Aubameyang calls it a day? Did we really have targets for David Luiz? Are we still, he weren't involved in this, but we still probably haven't replaced Koscielny. So you look around that squad, Aubameyang's not going to be here forever. I don't think he should be vital in this team, but Granit Xhaka is. If something happens to Granit Xhaka, or he says I want to leave again, where's the succession planning? You lot betted on Leno, and I know Ramsdale's come in, but where's the succession planning? I don't rate Bellerin at all, really, beyond him being a nice guy, and I've got some blind faith in him, even though I don't think he's levels. But where's the succession planning? That man's been at the club for a while. Do you have faith in Edu to do that? As somebody said, the Tottenham director, and as I keep saying, I don't know if he's done a good job or not, but they're getting Sarr from Metz, someone with potential for the future. You know, they're grabbing people from, you know, if they're not being linked and bringing in people that have Italian heritage, they're people that's playing in Serie A. I haven't seen anything from Edu. I don't know what you're on. I'm not saying just because you're South American or Brazilian, you need to look at that region. I would love you to, but we all recognize there's you know, work permit issues around that. You ain't locked down Spain, you ain't locked down Poland, you ain't locked down, you know, Belgium. There's not one region I look at and say, yo, he's doing his thing there. You know, I haven't seen it really and truly. So, boy, it is what it is. We're gonna get onto the Arteta business in a second, people. But yeah, that's what I feel, man. We can't get 2 and 2 and get 5, but we have to see, man. Oh, sorry. Do you want to play with a golfer? See, I don't know nothing about Arabic. I can't speak it. So yeah, man. This is why I did. This is why they want to buy the club. We'll see in due course and what could happen, man. But I've been down this, man. Rah, man. I don't know if you need to run around naked, my brother, but calm it down, really. Who's these people behind you? I don't know, bro. These fans. They say better the devil you know. Yeah, that was in relation to potentially the Super League, but I'd rather the devil we don't know. DG, what is the guy's net worth, bro? You're gonna have to do your research, man. I don't know for the pocket watching, but at the same time, I mean, bro, I don't think them man there that got so much money. So you don't know. It's not a net worth thing. Just money, man. Like peas. It's like when you play when you sell bare players in Football Manager or FIFA or GTA, you get a ridiculous or play GTA, you get a ridiculous amount of money to the point where money's not a thing. You can't. You've got more money than things to buy, so it's not even a net worth thing for him. You know, I don't even think it's a net worth thing for him. His money's long or his family's money's long or whoever he's a part of, the money's calm. But whether they're coming is another thing, you know. Need the money chatting, screaming, no more talking, screaming, beer noise is what we need, man. We'll appreciate that. I'm good, man. DJ, I love the gunshots in the background of your intro. You lot keep saying that, appreciative of that, man. Bro, that's all I'm asking is trying. I'm no idiot. Edu clearly is trying. He's clearly doing stuff, but man's out of his depth. And I feel the technical director, that's a problem, you know, because again, we're signing players for the long term, but what about the players for the short term that are going to help these players? You know, obviously we weren't doing amazing when these guys were around, but Jack Wilshere pops in the scene. You at a point, you look around, you can see a Arshavin, you can see a young Nasri, you can see a young but experienced Cesc Fabregas, Van Persie, been around the block, plenty of other examples. Cesc Fabregas, again, he was around before then as well. Obviously, my point being, you know, I'm reading that you step into a situation where you can be young and whatnot, but you look around, you know, as you look, see when Saka, Smith Rowe, these guys are not having the game they quite expected to, you know, we're flat. We're a myth. And for me, in the same way, the manager, the team on from a tactical basis, what we're doing on the week reflects the manager. The level of recruitment since Edu walks in reflects him. Every signing should be your legacy. You look at the Patrici guy, he's trying to lay a statement. Man are grabbing Sarr. They're being linked with Aouar. You know, they're trying to hold on to Kane. If something happens with Kane, they'll probably get a replacement. We probably will not replace Aubameyang for 50 years. And then when we replace Aubameyang, we're going to need a creative man. We're not going to sign a creative man. It's a mazza. We love to do this. Yo, Jay, what are you talking about? Next man's beauty. I'm moving bookie, but fair play. That's what you're into. EG talk sense, got to rate him. Jason appreciative, but for every you're not so deluded, you are deluded, you know. I just wish I had a pound and got paid for either one. Love for that though, man. Brighter days on the horizon. We might see a more bossy DG, brother. Brighter days for what? Because man are chatting. Because man are chatting. It's gonna take a lot more. I need to see money. You know, I need to see money. I need to see Sky Sports yellow bars. I need to see hella Arab man just storming the Emirates and patting things up. I need to see Kroenke getting dashed out. Don't even get him an Uber, man. Say walk to Arsenal trade. You know, make him walk to Finsbury Park, man. But he doesn't even know his way. We need a lot more, man. We need a lot more. That's when Boy, you see, if we ever got mad peas, boy, if Arsenal ever got mad peas and was able to do something, it could be crazy. If I'm not mistaken, sorry, Qatar want to buy Arsenal in 2013. I don't know. So again, that's something that I'm not really knowledgeable on. Oil, money, and Conte, man, we can pray. I can't lie. I love Conte, but if it's an Arab money thing, I want to more go down the young manager route and that, you know, I love Conte, proven winner, all of that, but I just feel I'm not gonna sit here and lie. He would be amazing for Arsenal, but I don't think he fits us perfectly. Especially when it comes to young players and certain style of plays. I think you can be flexible to that, you know, and he'd be great. But I would like to go for one of these, you know, what they told me Arteta was gonna be. Can we go and find one of them? I can't lie, I want that still, but Conte comes in, he'd be a winner in that, of course. Morning, bro. Big up from sunny Dalston. Up the likes. Big up Eddie Reese, man. East Londoner and them things there. I'm even jealous of Norwich. They put 6 in the net. Wait. Man said Kumbaya, oh my lord. Kumbaya. We say this is why I love DG Nation. I'm sure we've got Christians, Muslims, Jews, Hindus, any other religion, you know. I bet everyone's praying to their God or gods or higher power. A Rasta man at this time as well. Every faith people, when they heard that news, I bet you all praying to whatever you need to pray to. You know, I bet even the non-believers are praying. Come on, DG. Eddie made a few bad signings and we are killing him. Look at Chelsea, Drinkwater, and Werner. There are even more. Okay, but there's plenty of positive signings. And I hear you, you know, again, I've always said I feel Eddie to a degree has been criticized for things he can't handle. But I mean, I can only criticize you on what you're bringing to the table. What have you done? I can't really talk on Chelsea. Chelsea situation is different. I'm not a Chelsea fan. You know, if I fail my test, if I have a son and he fails his test and he tells me, oh, Tommy at school failed his test, I don't give a fuck about Tommy. That's not my child. You are my child. You are my sperm. I laid down with your mum and we made a kid. I pay for you. I don't give a crap about Tommy. Oh, come on now. You know, no one should be free from criticism. I don't know for what you say or what you talk to or who you talk to. All I know is on this platform, we praise and critique fairly. There's been times where Edu has done well. There's been times where it looks shaky. It looks shaky at this moment in time. You know, why can we give it all to Ed? I'm not saying anyone deserves anything more or less. As long as it's not going into abuse and things, why not? Why can Arteta take all the criticism? I can't ask a damn question of Edu because it was both of them. You know, Arteta has to answer for things, but this was going to be a tough summer for Edu as well. And for me, it's the outgoings more than anything. You know, it's still a long way to go. I don't know who is killing him. I don't know who's doing what. Chelsea have got things wrong, but Chelsea get out of situations better than us, you know, really and truly. And you can afford to get things wrong like Werner for 30, 40 odd million when you're bringing in 100 million in a COVID time. What are we doing? So everyone's free to their opinion. I don't think I'm killing anyone or anything. We're having a debate. We actually haven't even spoke on Edu, but fair play, my man. Fair play, player. That's a mad one to me, though. It even feels like Stan has left most of the club on the job thing to Josh, which also probably means the amateur manager extends all the way to the top. Exactly. Bro, Josh don't have a clue what's going on. Edu don't have a clue and's left to his own devices. Arteta, he's probably thinking, boy, I can't believe my luck. Only at Arsenal am I being rewarded with more responsibility for increasing incompetence. Like, it's a mess up. Like, this is the problem. And there's things that I feel are like last season. It seemed like Kroenke messed around Arteta and Eddie over finances, especially when you look at how we went and got Partey. But at the same time, I didn't see enough. You know, there wasn't enough on the technical front from what Arteta needs to do in pre-season. There was still the same question marks. You didn't bring in, even if it was a lesser sort of talent, you didn't bring in a partner suitable for Partey. You know, Edu, like Arteta as a midfielder, I haven't seen that midfield revamped. One love to Kroenke. Man said Kroenke, definitely not Lokonga. But boy, like, I can only criticize based on what I'm seeing. In the same way, if you bring me Awa, bro, Edu, shit, you're my guy. But boy, we have to see, man. You know, you brought in William. Score predictions for tonight. I hope 2-1 Arsenal, but I don't know, man. I can't do predictions or be confident the way we're playing against anyone, really and truly. Don't you think Edu and his family should understand fans' frustrations and realize Edu is not doing his job? I think Edu and his family recognize no one is free from criticism, but I don't think his family deserve to be abused on socials. I don't think anyone needs to be attacked and stuff like that. You know, you can be heckled, footballers get heckled, but once it goes beyond that, I don't think it's that. I do think they extend it, and I think people need to calm it down really and truly with, you know, there's a fine line. Man says, sorry, but I've had West Brom in a ACCA. Boy, is where it is. John Parker, comment on the live stream. In any business, bringing someone new in comes with hard work. But working smartly in our scenario, in my opinion, is a lot more effective. We've not seen any smart business since Edu has arrived. And to be fair, it's not even just him. You know, if I start throwing out names, there's a reckless culture at this football club. If we have to watch our pounds more, why are we being even more reckless, sort of thing? You know, I'm not saying these guys are flops or anything, but the one common theme is these guys are, the jury's still out, or you speak to 5 Arsenal fans, they might say something, the next 5 Arsenal fans say another thing, you know. Rinison, well, everybody, well, all 10 Arsenal fans would say he's shit, but, you know, Rinison, you know, the jury's still out on Partey. I'm being harsh. Saliba, big money for us, 28 million outlay. It's been unclear, the mandate with that guy, how he's going to tie in. There's been a lack of clarity. Pepe, not a bad player at all, but, and it's not 70 million up front, but someone's got to justify that. Lacazette, you know, that's going back to Wenger's time. And I'm sure there's even a couple more dotted in and around the team, given, you know, the loan signings of Denis Suarez, of Ceballos again, of people of that ilk. It doesn't matter who there is mismanagement. Ben White, I love the guy. I actually think he's decent, but suddenly he has a shaky performance where he can either make that 50 million look cheap or very expensive, and he's going to be left to his own devices. You have to justify that. You have to justify Ramsdale. You know, Tavares is lesser scale, but suddenly if Tavares is thrown in when Tierney's there and he has a bad game, you have to justify why you thought he was a decent backup. Marie, someone has to justify that. You know, you've kept him in your team. We know Gabriel, Ben White, a couple of people are ahead of him in the pecking order, but anyone in that 25-man squad, if you're a Cam, if something happens to Smith Rowe and Odegaard, there has to be a next man who can step in. And if we, you know, you have to believe in him in the same way Arteta does. You have told us, because Marie's part of your mandate, whatever happens in the season, if he's needed to be called upon, he'll have a good game. And, you know, Marie will have good games. He had a bad game. He needs to hold it, but he's looked clueless since we've got into the serious end of pre-season. I feel Chelsea, Spurs, and obviously, you know, what happened in the so other games. But again, that, you know, a manager has the right to do what he wants with the squad, but you have to justify these things. And all we can do is praise and critique fairly. I don't know about anyone else, but I've not got no pitchfork out for Edu, for Arteta, for any of these players. If you play well, I'm going to say you played well, you did your job, or you did whatever, you know. The problem with Arsenal is when you look at these Martinelli deals and Tierney deals and things, bro, that's 2 good signings. How many terrible ones have there been? And everyone gets signings get signings wrong, but certain people get out of the situation better than others. So it is what it is, man. Good comment, though, man. BG, what is it with these billionaires messing our clubs about? But when you need the good ones, there's no one to be seen. I don't know, man. But again, it's the media, because really these billionaires, they're always going to chat in it. It's the media that leverage on Arsenal's, the fact that we love the club, we want it to improve and all those things. But it's going to get a myth, man. One love, Atkins. That's a bit harsh. Edu is a glorified travel agent. That's how Mazza. You lot are moving mad. You lot are moving mad. You lot are moving mad. One love to you lot locked in, man. 700 odd of you locked in. We're at 250 likes. Let's keep moving, man. We must come back. You know what? Let's go for 500, man. Let's be a bit ambitious today, man. Let's be a bit ambitious. Let's try and get 500 likes, man. I didn't do dirt with Tommy's mum, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like, I don't care about that. Like, bro, Werner's a decent player, but Chelsea get things wrong. They pattern it, you know. We persist with things. You know, you always need to think about the exit strategy. Like you saw with William, what was the exit strategy? Now you have to let her, you know, it's been another expensive free signing. He's been here, picked up some wages. You know, if he does go for free or his contract does get, no, not free. If his contract does get cancelled, you know, you're going to have to pay him some fees. Even if he goes for free, I'm sure he's entitled to his loyalty bonus technically. So he's run a number. So no one considered, yeah, if it works, you have a decent option for a couple of years, experience, this and that. But what's the get out clause? What was the get out clause with Aubameyang's new deal? What's the get out clause clause with giving Lacazette a new deal or not giving Lacazette a new deal? What's the get out clause with giving Xhaka a new deal? And how does that impact the team beyond what you lot think? I don't know. It's a mazza, man. It's absolute mazza. Absolute mazza, man. Appreciative. Bro, South American links, it's not even that thing, you know, because I get the fact that there's work permits and things, and, you know, maybe we could have set up a Chelsea-like Vitesse thing, but it's not even that. Like, you ain't got no one, you might have someone in Spain, or just because you're, you know, football's a universal game. You know, how many of your colleagues, same way you was in the Brazil national team, right, and you bust out to Arsenal, how many of your colleagues, someone might have been doing something with Brazil, they're living in Spain now, they're Real Madrid's scout, or they're Real Madrid's coach, or they're something. You get what I'm saying? Football, you change roles. Ain't there no one to utilize and say, mate, bloody hell, mate, no players. Fucking hell, mate. Arsenal, we're poor, no players. Like, it's a bit mad. And when you don't, you know, Edu's mistake is, there's this misconception that he's got rid of every scout. He hasn't got rid of every scout. There still is a team in place. Edu has a separate team as well in relation to what he's doing. But that's the problem, you know. That's the problem with giving someone inexperienced more control. And I got it, you know, less is more sort of approach. It made sense, but you could see how it goes wrong. There's an element, like with Arteta, there's things, like with us, there's things you don't know, you don't even know, like me on YouTube. You know, I don't know a damn thing about YouTube, but at the same time, obviously, if there was someone more experienced or someone that could help, man, I would love it, because there's things I don't even know. I don't know a thing. There could be ways, you know, little ways to grow on YouTube, little ways to get it out there. You don't even know, little problems, and that's like management. There's things Arteta don't even know. He doesn't know when he came in, and he doesn't know now. Same with this technical guy. There's things you don't know. I think experience can be overrated, but I can never be overstated. And for me, you either do the young technical manager thing, technical director, and then have an experienced gaffer, even though there'll still be loggerheads, or you do the vice versa of that. I don't know what they're on in that regard. That's just how I look at it. But, you know, I'm not informed to give an opinion. I've just got an opinion. On that, though, people, we might as well rise up the articles in relation to Mikel Arteta and all of those. Well, I say Mikel. We'll get on to Mikel. The men in question in there doing that. Where's these articles? Because I've got so much tabs open. That's Arteta.